In this class, we are to continue learning about Python programming, and we are making computing easier, and in that way we are making Python programming easier. Remember, you're still here at PAMOBS Foundation Elite Schools with your trainer Ayeba Martin. This is my number. At the same time, this is my email address, so you can contact me via all these connections. So let's continue. Now we are to look at Python versus C++. Python versus C++. Let us continue and see what is in Python versus C++. So we are saying that Python is a general purpose high-level programming language. Python is used for web development, machine learning, and other cutting-edge software development technologies. So we are saying that Python is suitable for both new and seasonal and seasoned C++ and Java programmers. Gund van Rossum has created Python in 1989 at the Netherlands National Research Institute. Python was released in 1991. So let's continue and see then what is C++. So C++ is a middle-level, case-sensitive, object-oriented programming language. Benjamin Strostrup created C++ at Bell Labs. Now we are seeing the history of or the background or some bit of information of C++. So we are saying that C++ is a platform independent programming language that works on Windows, Mac OS, that is Macintosh operating system, and Linux. So we are saying that C++ is near to hardware. C++ is near to hardware, meaning that it easily deals with the hardware of a computer. So allowing low-level programming, meaning that being near to a computer, it means that it easily understands or reads understands codes more than Python, because Python is more close to the computer user, that is human. Then the C++ is near to the computer, so allowing low-level programming. That is why we say Python is a high-level programming language, but this one is a low-level programming language. So this provides a developer control over memory, improved performance, and dependable software. So let us continue and see. So read through this article. What is Python? So what is Python? Python is currently one of the most widely used programming languages. It is an interpreted programming language that operates at a high level. When compared to other languages, the learning curve for Python is much lower. When compared to other languages, the learning curve for Python is much lower, and it is also quite straightforward to use. So Python is the programming language of choice for professionals working in fields such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, the Internet of Things. Then it is C because it excels at both scripting applications and as a standalone programmers. So my friend, thank you so much for watching. Let us continue. In addition to this, Python is the language of choice because it is easy to learn because of its excellent syntax and readability. The amount of money spent on maintenance is decreased. The modularity of the program and the reusability of the code both contribute to its support for a variety of packages and modules. So let us see. Using Python, we can perform the following. So we are looking at the differences between Python and C++. Web development, data analysis and machine learning, automation and scripting, software testing, and many more. So let us see features. Here is a list of some of the important features of Python. So these are the things we had finished. So we are saying that easy to learn. Python has a simple structure, few keywords, and a clear syntax. This makes it easy. This makes it easy for the student to learn quickly. Code written in Python is easier to read and understand. So we are saying that easy to maintain. The source code for Python is pretty easy to keep up with. So we are saying that a large standard library, most of the Python is library are easy to move around and work on Unix, Windows, Mac. So meaning that it is cross-platform. So let us continue. Portable. With Python can run on a wide range of hardware platforms, and all of them have the same interface. So let's continue. Python example. To take a look at the following simple Python program. So we are saying that a int, then int input, enter value for A. Then B input, int input, enter value for B. Print the number you have entered for A is, then print the number you have entered is B. So now here we are saying that A, this is the variable as how we did in PHP. Then int, this is the data type. and then we are using an input function to get our information from the user. We are saying that we are prompting the user to enter details as how we are asking him to enter the details. And then we are saying that after entering, print for me or display for me those numbers the user has entered. So in our example, we have taken two variables, that is A and B, and assigning some value to those variables. So we are saying that, note that in Python, we don't need to declare data type for variables explicitly. So as the PVM will assign data type as per the user's input. So let us continue. Let us continue. We are saying that the input function, this one, the input function, we are saying that the input function is used to take input from the user through a keyboard, meaning that you will type what I will ask you. We are going to say it in practical. So in Python, the return type of input, this one, is a string only, meaning that if I say input just without this data type, this data type, it means that what it will bring to me without specifying this data type, it means that it will return to me a string only. So we have to convert it explicitly to the type of the data which we require. In our example, we have converted to int type explicitly through the int function. So print is used to display the output. On execution, this Python code will produce the following code, the following output as we are seeing it here. So we want to see it in a practical manner. So remember, I told you that we are using Visual Studio Code as our text editor. So now I will copy this code and take it to my text editor, that is Visual Studio Code. So I recommend you go to internet, you go to your web browser, then that is Google Chrome, any search engine, then any web browser, you search for Visual Studio Code, and then you download it for free. So let's continue. So after copying this code here, so you just pause and type it. So let us continue. For the case of learning, I copy it to make time to spend less time on it, so or to manage or to save time. So let us go to Visual Studio Code. I told you that you click on start and type there Visual Studio Code. Then after being installed, you will see it coming here, and then I press enter for it to run, or I just double click on it, run. So it is coming, it is coming. Okay, so it's finishing loading, it's finishing loading. Let us wait for it. So it has finished loading. So let us click to create a new file. So I will say start new file, and I'm going to create my file as now, basing on what we are doing here, I'm going to call it input. We are going to test input or getting information from the user. So I'm going to say input.py. Remember, this is a Python file. We save it with a file extension .py. So I press enter. So after pressing enter, it prompts me where do I want to save it on a desktop. And again, I will again give it input.py. Then I create the file. So now my file has been created for me here. So I have it already created for me. So I will paste my code that I copied. That is, you see how it is, you just type it the way it is. That is this is a variable, this is the data type, this is the input function, and this is the value or the information that we are requiring the user to enter. So now we are saying that get for us this information and store it in variable A. Get this information and store it in variable B. And we are saying that print or display to us the number you have entered for A is here. So that is A, meaning that I want this variable A to be printed out the same as to here, the variable B, meaning that I want the values in the variable B to be printed for me outside. So I save changes here. I will save changes. After saving changes, I told you just right click and say run Python or run Python file in terminal. So after clicking there like this, now I will be able to have an automatic generated link to my file, and then you will see here the shell is prompting me here in the terminal. Here it is prompting me enter the value of A. So if I enter the value of A, for example, here we are saying that for example, let's say I enter 6. So and I press enter. Now enter the value of B, that is 8, and I press enter. Now it is telling me that the number you have entered for A is 6, the number you have entered for B is 8. So that is how it is doing it. But now my word, these statements are having no space. So I will just come here and put here a space and even here a space. So just to get the space or to get a separation between A and B here. So if I save, so enter the value of A, then enter the value of B. So I can also include here these full colons here like this. So I save changes. So if I save changes, I just bring back this thing by pressing the up arrow on a keyboard, or again you just come here and you right click and run file in terminal. Then after doing that, it has said that there is a trace back. Why? So let me close it because it has already been there. So I just close here. Now I run it again, run file in Python terminal. So now it has brought it here. So now if I just press, I can put there. Now I think you can see it here, down here. I think you can see it down here. Enter the value of A. Now if I type there 6 and I press enter, now the difference is that now here when we entered the values from here, this side, you see when we entered the values from here, enter value for B, you see 8 here, it is here. But now this number is having no separation or space. That is what I have introduced here. So now 6 and here 8. So if I press enter, now it is saying that the number you have entered for A is 6 and the number for you have entered for B is 8. Because now if you come back to our code here to understand it from our code here, we are saying that input enter value for A, this is the prompt that comes. Then if after inputting 6, store it in the variable A. Then input enter value for B, that is I have inputted it here. Then store this in B. Then after that, display to me those inputs that you have imported to B. That is A and B. Those are the variables. As how we are seeing variable B. So it is storing an integer. So it is telling you that the information that is already stored in it is an integer. So let us continue with our tutorial. I hope that you have understood this more practical in Python. You can continue and type other codes and make more practice to grasp all the concepts. So let us continue. So the number you have entered is 10 and here is 20. So let us also input 10, 20 and see. So if I again run it, so if I put here A10 and here 20, so I think you have seen it is doing the same work. So friend, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Let us now go for what is C++. What is C++? The other one was Python. The other one was Python. So let us go and see. Let us now see what is C++. So we are saying that C++ is a statically typed compiled math paradigm general purpose programming language with a steep learning curve. Video games, desktop apps, and embedded systems use it extensively. C++ is so compatible with C that it can build practically all C source code without any changes. Object-oriented programming makes C++ a better structured and safer language than C. So let us see the features in C++. So let us see some of the features of C++ and the reasons of its popularity. Number one, we are saying that middle level language. So it is a middle level language since it can be used for both system development and large scale consumer applications like media players, Photoshop, game engineers, etc. These applications normally do use it. So middle level language. Then number two, we are saying that execution speed. C++ code runs quickly because it is compiled and uses procedures extensively. Garbage collection, dynamic typing, and other modern features impede program execution. So let us continue and see other ones. We are saying that object-oriented language. Object-oriented programming is flexible and manageable. Large apps can also be developed through this language. We are saying that extensive library support. C++ has a vast library, that is third-party libraries are supported for fast development. So my dear friend, these are some of the features of C++. Thank you so much for watching. Let us meet in the next video. So now here we have what we call a C++ example. We have a C++ example. Let us understand the syntax of C++ through an example written below. So we are having this hash include iStream using namespace, std, int main, and a function. So we are having this example here. Now this is a C++ example, not a Python example. So now let us see. In our example, we are taking input for two variables, that is a and b, as how we have done it in Python above there. So now from the user through the keyboard and displaying the data on the console. So we are saying that output here. See the output. On execution, it will produce the following output. Enter the value for the variable a, that is 10. Enter the variable for variable b, that is 20. And we are saying that the value of a is 10 and b is 20. So now, from this code we are having here, as how you are seeing it here, so we are saying that this code should output us this information. This information is the same as the one that we had in Python, but now we want to see how do we output it using C++, using C++. Now, in this, we are not going to run it through the other Studio Visual Code. It means that if you are to run it through this Visual Studio Code, you have to install the packages or the packages of C++, that is code blocks. So now here for me, I have code blocks installed onto my computer. Just I will open it. So you just also go on internet and you search for code blocks free download. You download that software and install it onto your computer. So I will do in future, I will do some video about it, but now I haven't done it. You can check out those people who have at least done it. You can make some research and Google around and get the way how to download it. But now for me, I have already downloaded and installed. So now let us see how we can run this program in a code blocks. I told you that in code blocks it is where we have the compilers of C++ codes. So let us go on. You click on start here, click on start here, start. Then I will type there code blocks, and my code blocks will come here. So I press enter, and my code blocks will start loading. Let us wait. Let us be patient and wait for it. Let us be patient and wait for it. Let us be patient and wait for it. Okay, so it has started. It has started. Now, after having this window of code blocks, what you will do, you now go to create a new project here. Create a new project, or you click File, New Project here. That is how the steps of now starting to run code blocks project or code blocks files. New project, or you just come here and click on Create File. So after clicking on this, after clicking on create a new project here like this, then new from template, we are having these projects here. All these ones are given to us, but now we want to use what we call a console. You just come here on all categories and you click there and select console. Then from here you say console application. You click on console application. So after clicking on console application, you click go. So you start the setup of the console. Then you say welcome to this. Then from this, then you say next. You don't skip this page. Next time you have to come back to it. Or else if you are now the professional one, you can skip. But now for us the beginners, we don't skip. So we click on next. So remember, we have to run C++. That is why it is selected. So we click next. So we give a project title. We write what we call a project title. What will be our project, or what will our project be after? Now we are comparing on our work. It will be about inputting these variables. So we are going to call it, I'm going to call it variable inputs. Variable inputs. It's free. You can just even you can create and create and give it a name of your choice. So variable inputs. I click next. So now, because we want it to be run by using GNU, as how we have been learning about it, compiler, I will not do anything here. I will just debug and how it is. And then here I will click finish. So after clicking on finish, a project will be created for me here, as how we are seeing it here, variable inputs. So inside these sources here, we have what we call a main.cpp. Remember, Python file, C++ files are saved with a file extension that is .cpp. cpp. So if you click on main.cpp, that is double clicking on it, you will find there a structure of C++ program, that is a hello world program, hello world program, as how you're seeing it. So now to confirm that what I'm doing is perfect, I will have to run this program and see if it has any problem. So what I will do, I will click on this icon here, or I will just come here and click on build, and then I will click on build here. So if I click on build, I'm testing to see is there any errors. So now the process has been finished. So process terminated with status 0, that one, then 0 errors, 0 warnings, 0 what. So meaning that I don't have any program. So now I can now come here and on build again and choose run. So if I'm to run, if I run my program, it will open up a new shell here. So this shell will be telling me what is already typed here. So you see this word hello world, it is the one that is existing here. So this word is the one that is coming here, this word that we are seeing here. So this hello word. So I think we have understood it. So now let us go back. So we have tested that our project is running successfully. Now let us go and get our work from this one here. I will just copy it. I will not go to typing each and every code, but I will just copy this one and take it to my code. So I will just copy this one, and with its variables here, just I copy it because I already have the structure. So if you don't have the structure, you have to copy the whole of it. But now I already have the structure here in my code blocks. I don't need to type each and everything. So I will just have to replace it with this one. So I paste like this. Now I'm saying that get for me these variables. I save changes. That is Control S or file save. File save here. Click file, then you choose save file. So save, I have already finished saving, that is why it is not active. So now it is saying that I'm saying that integer, these integer, these are the variables. I'm saying that get A and B, these variables, get variable A and variable B, and these variables I'm specifying that their data type is integer. So now inside this I want to see out meaning that I want to let the user, I'm prompting the user to input. So enter the value of the variable A, then see out, that is enter the variable for variable B. In the other time we were using we were using input, but now here we are see out means that we are prompting the user to enter. And what are we prompting the user to enter? Enter the value of variable A. Then see in, after see out, what you have received from the user, do see in, meaning that store them in a variable called A. That is it. So even here, store them in a variable called B. Then see out, the value of A is, now bring this A here, the variable you have stored here, meaning that I want now to get to output or to display the stored information from the user, that is the number or the value of A, and even here the value of B. Then after that, return 0 and stop or stop the program, or cancel or terminate the program. That is it. So now, my friends, let us have our saved changes. Now let us run our program. So I just come to this icon and click there to run the program. So I had saved it here. Now I have to close here. After closing here, I have to again build and run. So I told you that you either come here on build and run, or you just come to this one that is here, build and run, this icon. So you click there like this. So it will build for us and run for us our program. So now you see, enter the value of A. Now let's say I put there 6 and I press enter. Enter the value of B. Now the value of B is 8. So if I press enter, now it's saying that enter the value of A is 6 and 8. I have failed to put there another statement here. So let us add it there. So now process returned 0 execution time, meaning that I have returned 0, that the purpose of having. So if I press enter, it terminates. That is the purpose of returning 0, meaning that after it reaches to that one, it should terminate or it should stop. So that is what we are meaning. So here we forgot to put there. So I will copy this, and so here space, and the value of B, is B here. So now here, then here this one stands for new line. I'm making a new line, meaning that the value of A should be entered from a new line, but now here it is not there. That is why it is not prompting it from a new line. So I think even learn that in code blocks. Thank you so much in C++. So I save changes. Now I go back and build and run, build and run. So after building and run, you see the purpose of this new line, the purpose of putting there this backslash and n. It is to go to the new line. So on a new line, enter the value of variable for a, value for variable a. So I will put there 10. Then enter the value of b, because there this one doesn't have this new line symbol here. Then the prompt it comes on this same line. So I will put there 20 and I press enter. Now it is saying that the value of a is 10 and the value of b is 20. But these names are don't have spaces. Here I need a space and here I also need a space. Let me put them. Let me put those spaces. So is a, then and the, so here we need a space is, and also here we need a space. So I save changes. I again do build and run. So after doing that, that is 10, that is 20. And now my thingy is well running, and I think you can see each and every code here. Enter the value of, enter the variable for value a, that is 10. Enter the value for variable b, that is 20. The value of a is 10 and the value of b is 20. So that is code blocks. And remember, in Visual Studio we had it also here, whereby we entered this one and also this one, but this one for was Python, and this one is code blocks, that is C++. I think that you have, I hope that you've understood each and everything. So we are free to continue. So thank you so much for watching. Let us continue. So from here, as how I've been explaining it, from here we are saying that in our example we are taking input of for two variables as how you have seen it. So think you've understood. Thank you so much for watching. Let us meet in the coming video.